Recently I was talking about fear-based procrastination that a lot of people are feeling right now because of all the uncertainty, the worry, the anxiety and the stress. On top of all that, there is another challenge that can be added to the mix for some people. So I thought I'd talk about it tonight, and what I'm talking about is attention deficit. Attention deficit is something a lot of people do not know they have. Some people find out they've got it when their child is sent to be tested for it, and when they hear all the symptoms, poof, a light goes on and they think, yeah, yes, my goodness, that's me as well. I too have a mild case of attention deficit. Now, I'm okay with it because I think it's got a lot of pluses. You fire off ideas, you always find solutions. It's something I find quite exciting, and in a way I know that I'm always going to come up with an idea. But it can be very, very sad as well, because a lot of people think that the person who has it is incompetent, unreliable, not to be trusted, or stupid. And I hasten to say that people with ADD are no more stupid or clever than anybody else. It's just a different way of being cabled. It's a different way of putting your attention on different things at different times. Instead of doing it in a linear way, your attention goes literally like a butterfly from one thing to the other. You probably have noticed with some friends, or that's how you sometimes suspect that you might have it, you can jump from one topic to the other in conversation with no problem at all, come back to where you started and you're fine. People who do not have it at all will be, what are we talking about? We've changed topics. But to get back to what I'm saying, attention deficit is very, very sad if you don't know you've got it. And at the moment, when you add it to fear-based procrastination, it is really quite debilitating because you feel even more stuck. Just to go back a little bit and give some history of it, like our reptilian brain, attention deficit has always been with us. In prehistoric times, when our ancestors had to go out of their caves, they had to have eyes behind their ears, and they had to look. They had to not step on a dinosaur, not be eaten by a crocodile, so it was really, really an essential skill to have. Fast forward until people started to settle, and some of them became farmers and others went on being hunter-gatherers. The farmers were very structured, organised people. They had to plant and harvest and do everything in a very specific order. The hunter-gatherers still went on having a very dangerous life in some respect. Fast forward even more to our days, and when you get little children at school who have attention deficit, which by the way is very, very badly named, it's just a different way of focusing your attention, they're often mistreated. They're like square pegs in round holes because a lot of educational systems do not cater for any different kind of way of being. So what I'm saying is, and incidentally, before I go on, there is an absolutely wonderful man in America, Dr. Edward Hallowell, who himself has ADD, who is a Harvard graduate, and who is kind of the top reference man to go for this. And if any of you have a child with attention deficit, just go onto YouTube and listen to him. It is quite incredible what a different view you're going to come away with. He sees it, as I see it, as something that's quite exciting and very positive. And he says to children, hey, you have got a Ferrari for a brain. The only thing is that you just have to learn how to use the brakes a little bit sometimes. And so that's what I wanted to talk about tonight. If you are feeling very stressed, if you're wondering whether you're brain dead or whether something's wrong and you've got cotton wool in your head, this might be a little part of the problem. Part of the problem, everybody is stressed, but I just wanted to tell you about this. And so if you think you have it, go and get yourself tested. You can do lots of things. Some people can take medication. For some people it works fantastically. For others, mediumly. For others, not at all. But there's a lot of things you can do in your everyday life to not feel so dispersed and scattered and disappointed in yourself, because this whole channel is about putting you back in the driver's seat and making you feel good about yourself. So one of the number one things here again is to raise your awareness. The other one is to put schedules and to put plans in place so that you don't have to overthink anything. You just have to do your specific, most important actions. And then I'd say, don't stress about it. Just let your creativity flourish and flow. So I hope this is helpful. If anybody was feeling, what the hell is the matter with me? How come I keep on forgetting? I go into one room to do something and start making the bed or fluffing the pillows, or I've gone into the kitchen to do something and I forgot that I left the water running in the garden. It is okay. You might have a little bit of ADD. Don't worry about it. It's perfectly manageable. And it's actually something that can be very, very positive if you know what you've got and if you learn little techniques for managing it. I hope this was helpful. If you want to add something, if I've forgotten something, please get in touch and I'd love to hear from you. Bye-bye.